president also announcing a new deployment of ground and air forces to Europe. He says U.S. troops will not engage in the conflict in Ukraine, but will be there to defend our NATO allies.
But soldiers right here at home are already on the front lines of the fight, thousands of miles away. Soldiers at Fort Gordon assisting Ukraine right now with its cyber defense. We have News 12's Will Rio live in the newsroom for us. Will, you talk to a local expert. They say stopping Russia's cyber force is the next step.
Yeah, I'm told right now Fort Gordon Cyber Center is one on the front lines of U.S. efforts with NATO to aid Ukraine. We can expect activity to start picking up with cyber defense. But we also talked about the impacts that'll hurt us here at home, most of them hitting our wallet.
The sound of bombs in the distance and tanks rolling across border checkpoints.
This is a unified assault from land forces, sea forces, and air forces. So we're looking at a full modern war attacking a capital from three sides of Ukraine.
The reason behind this is Ukraine's interest in joining NATO. Russian President Vladimir Putin says this is NATO looking to gain more control.
He sees it as an aggressive, assertive force built against him.
The impacts of a full-scale invasion will be felt here at home within the next 48 hours.
Increase in gas prices pretty automatically. You might see an increase in inflation as the month goes on. If this invasion continues, you're going to see more activity from Fort Gordon.
In the CSRA, all eyes are on cyber attack defense.
Fort Gordon is the pivotal part for the United States in that counterattack.
The United States is actively working with NATO to help Ukraine fight against Russian cyber attacks. Dr. Albert says Russia is expected to take control of Ukraine's capital, Kyiv. The fear is when democratic countries are attacked, experts say it usually gets worse.
You have to be concerned that that might only be the first move in this type of conquest.
And other countries around Ukraine are part of NATO.
If one state is attacked in NATO, all states must respond.
Now, overnight, experts say that Russia deployed a new type of cyber attack on Ukraine that completely wipes out data in Ukraine. Fort Gordon is going to play a major role in making sure something like that doesn't happen here in the U.S.
A lot of moving parts to this, Will. Thanks for the live update from our newsroom. To weather now and another day of record-setting temperature. Thanks, Riley. It's years in the making, but work is finally underway to build Columbia County's first hospital.
Here's News 12 Celeste Springer with a look at the never-before-seen plans.
Behind the tree line, ground for something new.
The folks from AU, they've been talking about innovation. How do we be forward-thinking, not do what's been done in the past?
This is what that future looks like. Well, at least for now. These are the latest plans, but they're still fluid. One thing to note, though, this empty space surrounding the building. Here's why it's there.
How do we design the facility to be able to grow and change with the changing healthcare demands and population community demands over the next 5, 10, 50 years?
They'll be leaving a lot of room on the property so that they have room to grow for decades to come. This is the first hospital to come to Columbia County, and it's huge for the area. Because imagine for a second, you live here and you're having a medical emergency. One study by Cornell found every 5-minute increase in distance from a hospital decreases a heart attack victim's likelihood of getting help in time by 1.25%.
The path that we're on right now is to create a new freestanding hospital and MOB in a way that I have not seen it created.
So there's definitely still work to be done, but leaders hope the outcome will change lives and save them too. Celeste Springer on your side.
AU says they hope to start actually moving dirt sometime later this year. The goal is to get it all finished up by 2025. If you want to hear more about those designs, we have an exclusive look for you online at WRDW.com.
To sports now,